What's up guys, and welcome back to One Life Cars. You join me today on the inside of the Vauxhall Combo for a quick tutorial on how to adjust your handbrake. I changed the back brake pads yesterday on this, and since doing it the handbrake's not right, it needs adjusting a bit. You'd think it'd go too tight when you pads on, but it's gone really loose, so we're going to try and tighten it up and get it working properly again. So I thought I'd show you guys how to do that. It's a dead simple job. Something you can do at home, on your driveway, wherever. Even if it's raining, you can do it on the inside. Obviously, it's, well, not obviously, you don't know yet, but the adjustment's on the inside, so anyone can do it. You only nearly need a long 10mm socket. That's the only awkward one, because even if you've got a socket set, you might only have the small little stubby ones. You're going to need a long socket for this, as you'll see in a second. So without further ado, let's crack on and show you guys how to adjust the handbrake on the Vauxhall Combo van. Let's go. Alright guys, so we're inside the van. I'd recommend doing this from the passenger side, it's a little bit easier to get to it. And the first thing you want to do is look down to your handbrake. One thing I will say straight away, this is a working van and it's not mine, so yeah, it's a bit filthy, but it gets used for work every day. So you've got your handbrake itself here. As you can see, it's far too high up, you can tell straight away. 20 clicks. So put it all the way down first, like so. Make sure your car's in gear so it don't roll off. And then you might, if it's a newer one and it's a bit tight, you might need to get a flat screwdriver in the back here just to pop it up. But most of the time, on every one I've ever even looked at, you can grab the lever like that towards the back. So if you just sort of pinch the lever like so, and just pull it, and it just pops up. It's just a plastic trim that clips into down there and holds the lever or the gate or whatever you want to call it for the handbrake. So now you can pull this back. You don't have to pull it all the way off, just pull it over the handbrake like so. That will reveal all this mechanism down here. And this bolt sticking up. Now this is your handbrake adjustment bolt. It's fairly straightforward. If your handbrake's too slack and you need it to be tighter, you're going to tighten the bolt down. And if your handbrake's too tight, perhaps it's binding on the wheels and catching, you're going to undo it a bit. So you want to try and find that sweet 5 clicks or something for it to be fully tight. You don't want to be pulling dead high up, but at the same time you've got to check that you don't do it too tight and the brakes start catching while you're driving. So a bit of trial and error, you might have to do it a couple of times until you get that sweet spot. Now as for the nut itself, it's a 10mm nut, perfect world finger socket, what do you call it, a long 10mm socket, go on perfect. You can actually get it with a normal spanner and just do it, bit by bit by bit. It's a bit awkward, but you can get it. I've got, luckily, because I've not got a long 10mm, one of these spanners with the little ratchet thing on the end and the adjustment, so it makes it really good for this job, because I can literally just stick it over the top like so, and adjust it like that. Obviously that's undoing it, which I don't want to do. We want to tighten it today. Really handy, these ratchet spanners. I'm going to give it a few turns. Sometimes it needs loads, sometimes not much at all. And then I'm just going to pull my spanner back off and see what it's like. So straight away, it's a bit too high up that. So I know I need to adjust this quite a lot. But yeah, you get the idea, so I'm not going to let you watch me mess about with it for ages. I'm going to tighten this now till it's right, and then check the brakes aren't binding, just move it, roll it a bit. Don't even drive it. A better way to test the brakes are binding, just, get someone to push you or something, or just roll it a tiny bit in silence and without the engine on, and you'll hear it scratching and just catching. You'll feel it a bit as well. You want it to, the car or van to run smoothly, but your handbrake to be as tight as possible when you lift it up. As you can see, this is going far too high up. You want it to be about there, really. A few clicks. I think there's actually a set amount of clicks. It's around 5 anyway. If you get to between 5 and 7 clicks, that'll be perfect. But again, it's more important that it doesn't bind on the wheels, because if it starts binding, it's going to drag the car when you're driving it and slow it down, and it's going to wear your brake pads down twice as fast. There is a bit of a sweet spot. And once you've done that and found your perfect adjustment, it's just a case of pulling this lever back over and then sort of clipping it back in at the bottom like so, and that's it. That's your handbrake adjusted and all back to normal. So guys, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, hit that subscribe button and join the One Life family. If you're new around here and you like this sort of content and maybe you've got a job you need to do that you want to try yourself but you're not sure how, let me know in the comments below, and if I can, I will make a video, do a tutorial on that subject. But anyway guys, that's about it from me today. That's how to adjust the handbrake on the Vauxhall Corsa C. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you found this useful. And until next time guys, peace.